Facebook is still bugging. What the? What are you touching stuff? What are you doing?
What you mean? What happened?
Huh?
What happened? I ain't seen nothing.
You like the little overlay? You see, I'm trying to.
Yeah,
I
it's
keep
fine.
I keep forgetting to put stuff everywhere. Now I won't forget. Now it's through the whole video. So, what I was about to say to you. Y'all leave Sunday?
Thursday.
This Thursday?
No, next Thursday.
Oh, I thought you left this.
We have another Afro.
We have
We shouldn't miss it. We shouldn't miss a Wednesday or a Tuesday or Monday.
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 So it's Monday.
So we come back
Starting tonight. It's Monday. So next Monday, you'll be here.
Next Monday I'm good. Yeah, next Monday I'll be here.
Oh, then we don't have to. Well, we can still do it. We can still record Wednesday. We'll just keep that as a whole other episode, so that when you come back that following week, you don't have to worry about trying to record the day you come home. So we'll just have that done. Next week, I have an episode scheduled, but you won't be here. You'll be on the plane, so don't worry about it. It's a wrestling one anyway with Lowry and Travis. So it's a kind of a continuation of what we talked about that one night when you weren't there. So you got your camera on? Your camera connected? You're doing mad blurry.
No, nothing's changed. I haven't done anything different.
No, it's super blurry tonight. It's weird. Oh well. All right, well, let's get started with the episode. Here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of You Think You Know.
Actually not.
It's all good. Welcome back to an episode of You Think You Know. Tonight's episode is all about film. Putting Channy back on the hot seat. We've done a couple episodes like this already. But Channy's on the hot seat tonight to try and figure out how much he knows about films, various movies throughout history. Let's just see what he knows. We will get started with the episode and all the fun introductions right after this.
My wife.
Your Wi-Fi is bugging. I can play it, I think.
Didn't send you it.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of You Think You Know with your co-host Alvin
and your co-host Chandler.
And we want to welcome you to this week's brand new episode, streaming right now on Facebook, YouTube, and our Twitch channel. And make sure you follow us on all those platforms. You can see right above our heads here. You can see all of our platforms. Our YouTube page isn't up there. I'll make sure it's there for next week. But it's Afro Latinos. So check us out on Facebook at Afro Latinos, Instagram at Afro Podcast, and Twitch Afro Latinos 24. What's up, Gene?
Why are we like this?
Why are we like what? Oh, I just wanted to see what it would look like.
Oh, okay. I don't care. I was just wondering.
When we start the actual thing, that layout.
I think to start, this is cool. This is fine.
Yeah, I like this. It's just like a little cold open joint, you know. But anyway, welcome back to a new episode of You Think You Know. Tonight's episode, as I said at the opening, is all about movies. So, Channy, a film major, we're going to find out how much he really knows about his industry. We got 15 trivia questions for Channy tonight. Here's how the show works if this is your first time tuning in. Throughout these 15 questions, Channy is going to have 30 seconds to answer every question. Okay, our goal is to find out how much Chaney knows about movies. Okay, so 15 trivia questions. They're all multiple choice. Chaney's going to take that full 30 seconds to think of an answer. That gives you, the audience, time to play along. If you're watching in the comments, if you're listening to this after the fact, gives you a chance to tune in and play the game the right way. So after that 30 seconds, feel free to throw a comment in the stream here and let us know what you think your answer is. And we're going to see how many of these Chaney can get right. We have 2 rounds of You Think You Know, 1 traditional round of 15 questions, and then we have a bonus round that I will explain when we get there. One final important note before we get started. The time begins as soon as I finish reading all of the options, and on You Think You Know, we only take your first answer, Chaney. So whatever that first answer that you give me is, that's the one that we gotta go with. Do you have any questions before we get started?
No.
All right. Thank you again for tuning in wherever you are tuning in from. We appreciate you being here. Here we go. Question number 1. Let's get the layout set up right here. Dun, 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 dun. And my computer's moving much faster than it usually does. I'm actually being able to do things quickly without tripping out. All right. Here we go. Question number 1. What is the longest movie ever made? Is it A, The Cure for Insomnia, B, The Stand, C, Dances with Wolves, or D, Hamlet? 30 seconds is on the clock.
I have not seen a single one of these movies in my life.
You never had to watch Hamlet in school?
Nope.
I didn't either.
I had to watch West Side Story, and that's why I liked it. I watched it in Mr. Cox's class in like freshman year, and that like ever since then.
What's crazy is I find that movie incredibly boring. The old one I thought that was dreadful. The first time I watched it, I fell asleep. So, what is the longest movie ever made? A, The Cure for Insomnia, B, The Stand, C, Dances with Wolves, or D, Hamlet? Chaney?
I'm gonna say D, Hamlet. I feel like Hamlet, it's like the story and just keeps going forever. I think. I don't know.
I can dig it.
I hate Shakespeare. So.
Oh man, yeah. I don't hate Shakespeare, but it's not my favorite thing in the world. But that is the incorrect answer. The correct answer is A, The Cure for Insomnia. The movie is like, wow, it's like an all-day process, I think.
I'm sorry?
It's like, yeah, like it's like a full genuine day of let me see. It's right here. It says the longest movie ever made at a running time of 85 hours.
Oh.
It premiered in its entirety at the School of the Art Institute in Chicago, Illinois, from January 31st. Oh my God. From January 31st to February 3rd, 1987, in one continuous showing. What
was the movie about?
It took 4 days to go. I have no idea. Let's look that up. That's a fun little bit of trivia. The Cure for Insomnia. It was an experimental film, which was, according to Guinness World Records, the longest run at a time. The film has no plot.
It's just an ongoing movie of absolute nothingness.
Yeah, it consists of artist L.D. Grogan reading his 4,080-page poem, A Cure for Insomnia, over the course of 3.5 days.
Something tells me that the movie is kind of a cure for insomnia.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it must be something. What did you just made a comment about something? I don't remember. What did you just say?
About the movie being a cure of insomnia?
For
insomnia? I said it's the full or the movie is 87 hours of complete nothingness.
Oh, it's like Seinfeld, the show about absolutely nothing. Which, if you enjoy Seinfeld, which I do appreciate Seinfeld, I enjoy watching it. I just saw it hit Netflix today. So
it hit Netflix?
Yeah, it was on Hulu, but it's on Netflix. You gotta watch it, Channy. I feel like you'll appreciate it a little bit.
I'll see.
Speaking of popular TV shows, and we'll get back with the show in just a second. Have you started watching Squid Game yet, Channy?
I have not. I have to, and I will. When I got home, I thought about putting it on, and then I got my controller, I turned it on, turned the TV on, and then
That's the thing, and that's one of those shows, and I enjoy watching them now. But because it's in Korean, like when I was watching Money Heist, like I could kind of tune out Money Heist because they were speaking Spanish. If you watch it the original way, like you're watching it in Spanish, English
and
subtitles.
you love to not pay attention to things, so
right.
I did not do that this
So
weekend.
I could kind of pay attention and watch it and enjoy it because I could kind of understand what was going on. But when I watch Lupin or Lupin, and when I'm watching Squid Game, I have to actually pay attention to the whole thing because I'm watching it in
That's
its
kind of
original
how
language. Because
shows and
why would you
movies
watch
work.
it somewhere else? You know, why would
Kind
you
of how
watch it
they
in a
work.
different
You
language?
kind of have to sit there and watch them.
Hey.
That's how it works. You don't just
Can't
go
everybody
around
be like
do-
me? You know what I'm saying?
That is the worst way to watch anything ever. You miss so many
Hey,
things.
you know what I'm saying? It's okay. Question number 2, Jenny. We're moving on. What movie starring Al Jolson is generally considered to be the first talking picture? Is it A, Are You a Mason? B, The Jazz Singer? C, The Singing Fool? Or D, New York Nights?
Harvey Johnson. Well, Al
Uh,
Jolson.
Al Jolson. Yeah, it's close. It's close. That's so crazy, though, that movies just used to be silent and people was just pulling up to a theater and just sitting in silence reading
It's just mad
subtitles.
noise. My what's the word? Just sound effects.
Just sound effects and just moving around with nonsense going on. And I'm like, what in the world? Could not be me. One movie starring Al Jolson is generally considered to be the first talking picture. Is it A, Are You a Mason? B, The Jazz Singer? C, The Singing Fool? Or D, New York Nights? Chaney.
B, The Jazz Singer.
B, The Jazz Singer is absolutely the correct answer. Good job, Chaney. Did you know that one?
It was no, I did not. But I think was that with Charlie Chaplin?
I can look it up and tell you, but I do not know.
Because I know if it is, then I know the movie. Then I've seen it.
Alan Crossland, May McAvoy, Warner Oland, and Cantor Rosenblatt. I don't know. 1927 is a long time ago. All right. Good job,
That's kind of starring Al Johnson. Al Jolson. Charlie Chaplin in it.
He could have been in it. He was in a lot of the non-talking picture shows, though. I don't know how many talking movies Charlie Chaplin was in.
That's kind of...
What's that? What is happening? Is that... Oh, that's hella racist.
That's
blackface.
I looked at it, I was like, is that what I think?
Oh yeah. That was might as well just rub some mud on his face. And he might have, to be honest. That was 1927.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, 1927. Not much surprises, man. All right, here we go. Question number 3. You're 1 for 2, Chaney. Here we go. What was the first movie by Pixar to receive a rating higher than G in the United States? Was it A, The Incredibles, B, Monsters, Inc., C, Toy Story, or D, Finding Nemo?
I feel like all could possibly be.
They all definitely got something in there.
Incredibles. Just Elastigirl.
Because she's thicker than a Snicker.
Monsters Inc. They're monsters and they're scaring kids. He's like, oh, it's scary for kids when they're watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Toy Story.
3 seconds.
It's kind of scary because.
And then he goes, he touched the butt, right? The one joint is like she touched the butt.
Exactly, and the sharks is just like scary. And the kid could be.
And Toy Story got that one moment in it when Buzz sees old girl for the first time and his wings pop out.
Hey, yo, yeah, but
all right, Chaney.
No, not that.
What was the first movie by Pixar to receive a rating higher than G in the United States?
I'm going to say A, The Incredibles.
A, The Incredibles.
It doesn't seem right, but I'm just picking it anyways.
Is correct. And it was rated higher than G because of action violence.
That makes sense. That makes the blowing up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
By the way, Finding Nemo was blown up.
It had nothing to do with the fact that
The
Mrs.
elastic band was thicker
Incredible
than a stick.
that she was double cheeked up on a Thursday.
Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal, damn it.
All right. You are 2 for 3, Chaney. On to the next question. How long did it take to render each frame of the CGI scenes in the movie Avatar? Was it A, 47 minutes, B, 47 hours, C, 47 days, or D, 47 seconds? And just for context, if this helps you think about it at all, a frame, do you know how many seconds a frame is?
No, but I read about Into the Spider-Verse, them doing the same thing kind of,
Mm-hmm.
and that shit took forever. But I don't remember how many seconds a frame.
I believe, I'm going to do my research here real quick, but I believe that a frame is 1/24th of a second. So how long did it take to render each frame of the CGI scenes in the movie Avatar, Gene?
Because I feel like that movie probably took years, and it's taking years for Avatar 2 to come out. I'm probably going to say about 2 days, so 47 hours.
I like the way you think, Cheney. 47 hours is absolutely the correct answer. I'm trying to find there it is. Yep, 1/24th of a second. So each frame took 47 hours. So that means a minute of the film. Oh no, that's way too many days to even get a minute of the film in the
A
CGI.
minute of the film, how long?
Because look, a 24th of a second, right? You multiply that by, you would need 24 of those frames to be done in a second.
24.
I don't know. I can't do the math. It's a lot. It's a
It's
lot
a
of
lot.
days. It's a lot of days. It's several weeks just to get
But
one
wait, so
minute of the
technically,
film.
each frame, so one frame would be 47 hours. So it's just constant. Matter of fact, because it's like they're not doing like straight 47 hours. So that's possibly like days, like just
I'm saying it's a lot.
because they're not sitting there for 47 hours. So
Right.
they're
Of
not
course
sitting
not.
there for 2 days. They're sitting there probably a week just to do
They're
a
probably
frame.
12 hours a day, probably a 12, 14-hour day, working just on this. The only project they're working on. And that's going to take at least 2 days, 3 days, 4 days of work just to get 1/24th of a second done, a frame. That's insanity. I would have quit. Ain't no way you about to have me doing that.
Hey, that shit
I bet
was
you
the
that check was
highest
nice
grossing
though.
film for
That
years,
is very true.
and it was fire.
Hey, I guess it worked out for them, but could not be me. All right, on to question number 5. Chaney, you're 3 for 4. You're doing great.
Nice.
In Big Hero 6, what did the animators model Baymax's movements after? Was it A, a penguin, B, a baby with a full diaper, C, C-3PO, or D, a sumo wrestler? Do you like Big Hero 6?
Yeah, she was heat.
That was sad. The boy, spoiler
When
alert,
they killed
that boy's brother died off rip. You just gonna kill my man's off rip like that?
there's a theory that apparently it's connected to Iron Man. Because Iron Man was looking at his drives of like Jarvis and shit and like all the other things that he uses, and one of them was the name
Baymax.
No, it was whatever the brother's name was that he died, the guy that died, it was his name. So it was like he's dead, but like he could have been
interesting
because he was like a genius or whatever in school. So it's a theory. We don't know.
There's definitely a theory. So in Big Hero 6, what did the animators model Baymax's movements after, Chaney?
Sumo wrestler.
D, a sumo wrestler. It would make sense. But that is the incorrect answer. The correct answer is B, a baby with a full diaper.
That was a thought, but my second guess was gonna be a penguin. I would have been wrong anyways.
Yep. I got all of this. I got this one completely wrong. I went through every choice.
I knew
was
for
just
sure
like,
it was not C-3PO.
no, he definitely don't look like C-3PO. C-3PO looked like he was walking with something up his butt. That man was just all stiff. And you like what are your feelings about C-3PO as a character?
I like C-3PO.
Okay. Hey, I thought he was annoying, but I mean that
I
just
like
could be
him.
me. All right, here we
Star
go.
Wars, so.
That's very true. Also, on to question number 6. Here we go. What famous film character quipped, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn"? Was it A, Rhett Butler, B, Jack Sparrow, C, James Bond, or D, Hannibal Lecter?
I don't know if I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
But I just picture him saying it in my head in that way too.
Do you know
So even
what?
if he,
Do you know what movie each of these people come from?
James Bond is 007, which is whatever. Hannibal Lecter is Silence of the Lambs.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Sparrow's Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know Red Butler.
He's Gone with the Wind.
I've never seen that.
So, what famous film character quipped, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn"? Channy, answer please.
I will say. I'll say James Bond.
Was there another answer you were going to go with there?
There was another answer.
What was the other answer you were going to go with?
Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow, which would have also been the incorrect answer.
Good.
So it's a good thing you didn't pick him. The correct answer, and it makes sense. You did not know this one because
I
you've
had
never
to.
seen the film.
Yo, that's crazy.
Letter
I was
A,
like,
Rhett
I bet
Butler.
you $5 is gonna be Red Butler because I don't know it.
It's the one that you've never seen. One of the most famous lines in movie history, but I've also never seen Gone with the Wind because I genuinely could not care any less. Because frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. It's like it's one of the most famous lines. I looked it up because I've never seen the movie, and it's like this spat, like an argument between the guy and the girl, and she's like, "Well, where do you want me to go, Mike? Where do you want me to like? What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go?" And he was like, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn." And that's how that argument happened.
That was crazy.
All right, here we go. Moving on to question number 7. Who was the first Disney princess with a tattoo? Was it A, Pocahontas, B, Snow White, C, Mulan, or D, Merida? Pocahontas, obviously from Pocahontas. Snow White, obviously from Snow White.
Out of you.
Mulan, obviously from Mulan, and Merida from
Merida is obviously from Merida.
That's a shame. Most Disney princesses have their first name as the title, except for her.
Merida
Princess and the Frog. That's the only because that's Princess Tiana, and that is not the name of the movie.
Princess Tiana's the movie. Like, no, Princess and the
Frog. And like you got Cinderella, you got Sleeping Beauty, you got.
But they were old. They probably didn't think of anything.
That's true. But Moana just came out, and that was definitely the name of the movie.
That's true. It just makes sense though.
I guess so. So who was the first Disney princess with a tattoo, Jimmy?
Pocahontas.
That is correct. She had a red spiral tattoo on her right arm.
Yeah. I was gonna say Merida, so close, only because she was like wilding, so I figured, and she was a Viking, so I thought she'd probably have it.
That would make sense.
But I was like, wait, isn't she native?
She is
Pocahontas. So I was like, she probably has it just because it's part of. Well, I mean, she didn't hunt or kill or anything, but
I know what you mean. All right, Channy, here we go with the next question. It's just a great movie. What character does Steve Carell play in Anchorman? Was it A, Ron Burgundy, B, Brian Fantana, C, Mac Tannen, or D, Brooke Tamlin?
I've never seen this movie or the second one.
This is a hilarious film.
But Okay, so I just want you to clarify something for me. Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So is Ron Burgundy Will Ferrell's character?
Well, I can't tell you that.
That's why I thought I didn't know if you could or not because it was like that's I feel like that is him.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to get that out, but if you
Yeah,
can't,
I can't tell you that because it could be Steve Carell. What character does Steve Carell play in Anchorman? Chaney, answer please.
D. Rick Tamlin.
If you've never seen the movie, you got it right.
Wow.
He is an idiot. He
I
plays
know that.
the funny. Oh my God, he's so funny. Yeah, you are correct that Ron Burgundy is Will Ferrell. That is his character.
I don't know why, but it's just because his suit is burgundy, so I figured it was.
Yeah, but oh my God, when they get the fight. There's a huge fight scene in Anchorman. I think both of them actually. There's a big fight scene, and Brick is just like, he's an idiot, so he doesn't understand like the repercussions of his actions. So he's just doing like crazy stuff. Oh my God, it's so funny. All right, Chaney. At the end of 8 questions, you are at 5 for 8. This is probably one of the best episodes you've ever had. And so we are going to take a quick break, hear from our sponsors, and we will be right back. All right, welcome back from the break. I bet you people who are just watching this live or are watching this on Facebook or YouTube like after the fact, they're like, he says ad break and then nobody says anything. The ad break is just for the people who are listening on Anchor or Spotify or wherever digital podcasts can be found. It's just for them. It's a place so I have something to listen for when I post it, so I know where to cut the episode to put the ad. So now that we are back, Chaney, you are at a 5 for 8. You're doing really well. You got 7 more questions of the traditional round and then 1 bonus question. So let's see how you go and see if you can keep the momentum going with question number 9. What movie popularized the phrase "Show me the money"? Was it A, Boys in the Hood, B, Jerry Maguire, C, Moneyball, or D, Risky Business?
Jerry Maguire is a movie?
It is.
Is that the name of the movie?
It is. It's a pretty famous movie, I think. I've never seen it. The only movie of this list that I've seen is Moneyball.
Is Moneyball with Queen Latifah?
Brad Pitt. It's the baseball one. It's the baseball movie with the Oakland A's and how they were doing things a little different with their scouting.
I've heard
and stuff.
about Moneyball, but I've never seen it.
That's where like the statistics, like they started caring more about the statistics, and that changed basically the way that baseball worked.
What was the movie with Queen Latifah?
A sports movie?
No, it was called Money. I mean, does Moneyball make sense that it's a baseball?
Let me see. What is your answer while I look this up?
My answer is A, Boys in the Hood.
A, Boys in the Hood is not the correct answer.
I figured it wasn't, but I haven't picked A in a while.
The correct answer is B, Jerry Maguire.
See, it's always the movies that I've never freaking
seen. The one that you never seen. Jerry Maguire, I think, is about a agent. Let's see. Oh wow, so many people were in that movie. Tom Cruise, Cuba Gooding Jr., Renee Zellweger, Regina King. Sheesh. It was inspired by a sports agent who acted. I have no idea what it was about. I honestly couldn't tell you. This is a really bad description. And that's just too much. Something about an agent. I don't know, sports agent or something or other. And I'm looking for Queen Latifah, and I don't know what movie you're talking about. She's been in a lot of them. Mad Money. That's the one.
Mad Money. That's what it is.
The one with the 3 girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one. Diane Keaton and Katie Holmes. All right. Moving on. Have you watched Boys in the Hood?
Is that the one with Ricky? No,
I think so. Yeah. That's that one.
I've seen that. I don't think I've actually seen the movie.
I've never seen it.
I've absolutely seen the movie.
Hey, we gotta watch it together sometime. We gotta do it because I gotta gain my black card back because I have not seen half of the cult classic movies, and I gotta watch them so I can gain my black card a little bit. So, what is that a black card? I'm dead. All right, let's go on to question number 10 so I can stop feeling bad about myself. Here we go. Who did not attend the 1977 premiere of Star Wars: A New Hope? Was it A. Harrison Ford, B. Carrie Fisher, C. George Lucas, or D. Mark Hamill? $20. Who did not attend the 1977 premiere of Star Wars: A New Hope? And I just realized I spelled premiere wrong, but that's fine. A. Harrison Ford, B. Carrie Fisher, C. George Lucas, or D. Mark Hamill?
I have an answer.
5 seconds.
And the only reason I have this answer is just to hope that I'm wrong.
Well, time is up. So why don't you prepare me with that answer?
I'm going to say C. George Lucas.
C. George Lucas is correct.
Oh my God. There's no way the guy who created this shit didn't go to his own premiere, bro.
You know what happened?
No.
So he was convinced after the film that this movie was going to be a disaster and that it was going to be awful. So he skipped the premiere and he went on vacation with Spielberg, I think. And while they were there, that's when they started coming up with the idea for Raiders of the Lost Ark, the first Indiana Jones film.
He said, "This is probably going to be ass, so let's start working on Indiana Jones."
Yeah. Maybe. So and that's how Indiana Jones came to be, and that's, hey, you know what? It worked for both because he got stupid money off of both of those things.
Both movies,
both series.
Didn't they both have Harrison Ford?
Yes, they did. Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones,
and he made mad money from both movies.
Disgusting money from both series, and both of them have Star Wars is up to 8 movies in the franchise, 8 or 9.
9.
Indiana Jones did 4, so
I mean,
stupid money. They ate. They could eat from just those movies alone. He never has to do another thing in his. Well, he's dead, right?
I mean, if you consider Rogue One and
yeah, they're part of the Star Wars franchise.
Solo, then that would be 11.
Is George Lucas alive?
Yes. He's there for Mandalorian holding the baby Yoda.
Gotcha. All right. You are 6 for 10, 60%. Moving on. Question number 11. In what movie does Tom Hanks say there's no crying in baseball? Is it A, A League of Their Own, B, The Natural, C, Field of Dreams, or D, The Sandlot? Again, I've only seen one of these. Oh, I forgot to set the timer.
I've seen Sandlot.
Yeah, that's the one I've seen too.
I heard of Field of Dreams, but I saw...
That's the one that the Yankees and Chicago White Sox just played the Field of Dreams game in Indiana.
Yeah.
The corn. 10 seconds.
There's that movie, that Angels, baseball with the Angels.
Angels in the Outfield.
That's what it is. 3
seconds.
Okay.
Time. In what movie does Tom Hanks say there's no crying in baseball?
And he says that, and I know for sure, in A League of Their Own.
That is correct. You know that for sure?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, you said it so confidently. I was convinced. I was like,
I've only seen some. I don't know what the hell you're saying.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Question number 12. What is the only Star Wars film in which Harrison Ford receives the top billing? He's number 1 on the call sheet. Is it A, The Force Awakens, B, Return of the Jedi, C, A New Hope, or D, Empire Strikes Back?
Top billing? Or top billing?
Number 1. He's the first actor that shows up on the list of actors. So, he is the most important character. Number 1 on the call sheet. It's his movie. 10 seconds. What is the only Star Wars film in which Harrison Ford receives top billing? The Force Awakens, Return of the Jedi, A New Hope, or The Empire Strikes Back? Answer, please.
Okay, I'm gonna talk myself through this one. Maybe, probably not New Hope because that's 100% Mark Hamill because it's Luke introducing Luke and shit. Return of the Jedi. It's either Return of the Jedi or Empire Strikes Back that he's like falling in love with her, and then he gets like frozen or whatever, and then he's kind of important in trying to get him back. But like the Force Awakens is like that's after a couple years they finally make another Star Wars movie, and then it's like, oh, Han Solo's back. That's crazy. So I'm going to say D. Empire Strikes Back.
I like how you talked yourself through those answers, Channy. Unfortunately, that is not correct. The correct answer is A. The Force Awakens.
See, I had a feeling just because they put him up there, and it's like, oh, he's back in the I'll see him again finally in the new movies. So it's kind of because they did 4, 5, 6, and then they did 1, 2, 3, which we didn't see him in, and then like 7, 8, 9 or 7. After years of not seeing him in Star Wars, you see him again.
He is the only non-Jedi character to be credited first, I think, in the entire franchise. Interesting. Moving on. Question number 13. This is a really funny question to me. In The Wolf of Wall Street, what did the actors snort in scenes that involved cocaine? Was it A, cocaine, B, flour, C, baby powder, or D, B vitamins? Can you imagine the director's just like, all right, cut. That's a take 35. Bring a little more coke onto the set real quick.
Actual cocaine. It's like, all right, they're all like probably
they're all bugged out.
Hey,
they got a doctor on standby. You know what I'm saying? They got the Narcan ready for the overdose really quickly. Hey, it would have been insane. I don't think it's right, but I don't think the Screen Actors Guild would appreciate that too much. That union would probably have a fit and a half. In The Wolf of Wall Street, what did the actor snort in scenes that involved cocaine? Channy.
I just feel like baby powder should not be snorted anyway. I mean, any of this should not be snorted at all. But like baby powder is just the last thing you want to snort. So I'm gonna take that one off. I'll say fuck it. D. B vitamins. It's probably like not terrible for you.
I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? It is not the worst thing in the world for you. I don't think that anything bad would happen for you.
But it's the incorrect answer.
But it is the correct answer.
Oh, I feel it's like you probably don't want to snort flour or baby powder. That's
baby powder for sure cannot be healthy to snort. It cannot be it. But yeah, they used crushed B vitamins. Very interesting. I can imagine that would burn. I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you do it 185 times. You're just getting more vitamins, I guess. All right, moving on. Question number 14. Channy, you're doing great. You're 8 for 14. This is your episode, man. Here we go.
I mean, if I get this one right.
Oh, I just
wait. You just put 9.
I know.
If I get this one right, I'll be 9 for 15, and then if I get I'll be 10 for 15, which is not terrible.
You have 2 questions left. This is question number 14. So you got 2 questions and then the bonus. So you could get maximum 11 out of 15, which is the highest that anyone's gotten in a long time. All right.
I don't know what happened, but in the second season of us doing this shit, the shit went down to 8.
The new format, this new video with all you using OBS and everything, it got the difficulty got harder. But that's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's for everyone. It's not just for you as the contestant.
All I'm saying is I've reached the average now. And now if I get more, I'll be above average.
You're above average, my boy. Question number 14. What famous film character says, I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse? Was it A, Tony Montana, B, Rocky, C, Jabba the Hutt, or D, Vito Corleone?
Tony Montana.
Scarface. Right? Is that him?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I seen it. I seen it when I was little, but I should not be watching.
Oh, that doesn't talk about cocaine. I wonder if they use crushed up B vitamins for that one too. 10 seconds. What famous film character says, "I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse"? Tony Montana, Rocky, Jabba the Hutt, or Vito Corleone? Chaney, answer please.
I'm gonna go see Jabba the Hutt just because I feel like he's talking about Han Solo when he has Leia.
Did Jabba the Hutt talk?
I don't remember.
I don't think he spoke English.
So maybe he said it in whatever
I think
language.
I don't think that Jabba the Hutt.
I don't remember if he'd spoken that. It's been a while.
I don't remember either. I honestly
I
could
binge
not.
watched all the movies like 2 years ago. I haven't seen
Yeah, I don't remember. But that is not the correct answer. The correct answer is letter D, Vito Corleone, who I believe is the Godfather. I believe.
That would make sense. I feel like I've heard that before, and I knew that it was from Godfather.
Gonna
But
make him an offer he can't refuse. You know. Vito Corleone.
I knew that because my friend loves the Godfather, and he said that before to me.
I've never seen that one either. There's a lot
I've
of
never
movies
seen
that I have
it.
not seen.
My friend loves the Godfather, but I've never seen it.
I can't. I think it's on. I think it's on HBO Max. I think I'm gonna probably start watching a lot more movies. I got a lot
into that mafia movies.
I love like on TV. Like I love shows about like crime, families, and crime stuff. That's
I'm about
the
to start
stuff I
watching
enjoy.
Peaky Blinders. That's for sure. That's really fire.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's
I know
about mafia, but it's like in.
Did you ever watch Sons of Anarchy?
No.
Bro, Motorcycle Gang, that show is crazy. I think I've told you that before, though. Anyway, moving on. Question number 15. Let's see how well you do, my friend. What movie featuring Jack Nicholson screaming, "You can't handle the truth"? Is it A, The Shining, B, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, C, A Few Good Men, or D, Terms of Endearment?
I know this movie because I had to watch this. Not the whole movie, but I had to watch this clip for class. But I don't remember the name of it. I have a feeling I know what it is, so I'm. Yeah.
You can't handle the truth. I miss the music that this used to have. I gotta figure out. That's just adding one more thing. Remember, I made that music for the countdown for the 30 seconds. Yeah, that's the next step. But we gotta wait to do that because I can't add one more thing to this poor computer. It'll explode.
Who was talking to him? Was it the guy who plays Tony Montana? I forgot his name.
In this
movie, yeah.
I've never seen this movie. I've never seen any of these movies, so I couldn't tell you. But Channy, what movie features Jack Nicholson screaming, "You can't handle the truth"?
C, A Few Good Men.
C, A Few Good Men is correct.
I knew that one because I had to see it, so I definitely seen that.
Yeah, I could not tell you at all.
Let's see. Who was talking to him?
Let me see
Tom Cruise. That's who it was. I knew. I had a feeling. Yeah.
He earned an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor for that role.
Just for saying you can't handle the truth.
Just for that line. Yeah, imagine. All right, Chaney. In our first round of You Think You Know, you scored a 9 out of 15. Very admirable, sir. That was great. Now, question number 5, our bonus question. Okay, the bonus question, we explain how it works for the audience. This is a kind of new thing. And so here's how the bonus question works. Instead of 30 seconds, Chaney's going to get only 15 seconds. So it's a little bit faster, a little less time to think. And on tonight's episode, or on tonight's bonus question, because we're talking about movies, I'm going to read a movie description. And Chaney, you will have 15 seconds to think of the name of that movie. There are no multiple choice questions here. This is just short answers. So I'm going to read you a movie description, a plot summary, and then you're going to tell me what movie that is.
Gotcha.
Okay? Here we go. Question number bonus. Bonus question.
Number bonus.
The plot of this movie is described as an insurance salesman discovers his whole life is actually a reality TV show. 15 seconds starts now. An insurance salesman discovers his whole life is actually a reality TV show. 5 seconds. And that is the end of 15 seconds. Do you have an answer?
It just you're an insurance salesman, and you're in a reality TV show.
This is one of the most I've seen parts of this movie.
I've never seen this movie.
It stars, maybe this will help you get there, just because it's, we do what we want. It is starring none other than James Carrey.
Who?
Jim Carrey.
I don't know why I asked that. I was like, James Carrey. It's obviously.
When he was on In Living Color, he went by James. James Carrey. An insurance salesman discovers his whole life is actually a reality TV show.
I don't know this movie, so I'm just gonna take a. I know. So hear me out. It's gonna be wrong, but it's gonna be a movie with Jim Carrey. So that's as close as I'm gonna get. Right?
As long as you got Jim Carrey in it.
All right. The Mask.
Hilarious movie. Hilarious answer, by the way.
Liar.
No, also a great movie. Absolutely love that movie. 1000%.
That movie was great.
I just realized
Bruce
also.
Almighty.
Bruce, another great one. He's going to start naming his entire catalog. Also, I just realized, I apologize to those of you who have been watching and tuning into the episode on Facebook. Because of all the episodes or all the errors with Facebook being down all day long, when I started the stream, I did not see that people were in here, and it still does not show us the comments. So we have not been ignoring you. If you're watching on Facebook, we just have genuinely no idea that you've been watching on Facebook. I just got on Facebook, and there's answers like Brad Dennis has been in here, and Shaylin's been in the comments. Your mom was in the comments, and we can't see them. So we were not ignoring you. Facebook has just had problems all day today. There's literally 13 comments in the episode, and we have seen none. The only views that we can see on here are from our Twitch and from our YouTube page. For some reason, Facebook had an error. So, again, we have not been ignoring you.
That's so tragic.
It's just,
I wish I would have read their
I know. They've been talking to us the whole episode. They probably are quit watching because they thought we hated them. But we genuinely just have not seen them.
Let Brad know. I feel terrible.
I know. I feel so bad. The correct answer is not The Mask. It is not Liar Liar, which is one of my favorite movies. I forget about that movie sometimes, but I find that movie to be absolutely hilarious. It's not what Bruce Almighty. The correct answer is The Truman Show.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, so he's just a normal guy who goes about everyday life, and then all of a sudden he runs into what happens? He literally breaks the fourth wall, basically. Like something happens, and he realizes like that he walks into like the set. So there's just movie equipment everywhere and whatnot, and it's just his whole life is a movie. Nothing is real.
Oh, Free Guy. Bro, the first thought that came into my head was Free Guy, and I was like, wait, he's not in a reality TV show. He's in a game.
Oh, is that what Free Guy is? I honestly couldn't have told you what Free Guy was about.
He's an artificial intelligence. The first artificial intelligence to from the game to come about, basically.
Interesting.
It's like he was like, oh, I'm sick of this the same shit every day, like same story. Like I come here, I work, that same thing happens. They come in and they rob it, and it's just like they're so used to it that they'll just lay down and just wait for it to be over because it's a game. And he's like, I'm gonna do something different. And the guy, the usual robber, but it's usually like somebody playing the game, like it shows it. And he takes his glasses, and then it's like, oh, it's a video game, and he realizes it. But the people in the real world, they're like, oh my god, we have an artificial intelligence like actually come alive. Like I knew it was possible. So you literally like an artificial intelligence.
Sounds very intriguing,
bro. It's so good. It was fire.
I'll just have to believe you. Yeah.
The whole time we were thinking that free guy. Well, his name was Guy, and they call him Blue Shirt Guy because he became a big thing. And it was like, oh, who's this? Who's this guy wearing what's the name? Like those for lack of a better word, bots at the city in 2K. What
The
are they called?
NPCs, the
Yes.
non-playable characters.
He's wearing an NPC skin, and he was like, "Yo, take that off," but he's not. He is an NPC, but they don't know that. And we're thinking that the girl's, falling in love with him, and somehow something's gonna happen. And I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to spoil it, just in case you want to watch it.
I probably will watch it, but it'll be years. It's gonna have to be released on some streaming service before I get a hold of it. All right,
Right
Channy.
now, it's only on theaters. So,
Well, you did great. 9 out of 15, best score that we've seen in a while, and you think you know. So, congratulations. Great job.
thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in to another episode of You Think You Know.
Sorry that we couldn't see your messages.
Sorry we couldn't see your Facebook comments. We were not ignoring you. I swear we would never ignore our audience. So we appreciate you guys pulling up in the comments, even though we could not respond to you. Hopefully, next week's episode we won't have those issues. So make sure to follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitch, on YouTube, on all of our social media platforms. I think we're going to be starting a Twitter here in the near future. We just want to find the best ways to access our audience and connect with our fans. So we appreciate your support. Keep following us on all social media. Find us anywhere that digital podcasts can be found. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know what you want to see from us. Again, we aim to please. We just want to do everything that we can to make this show and all of our shows the best that we can be. We got some exciting new stuff coming up for you guys in the near future. Some new shows, some new content, new stuff being posted. So just keep following us. We appreciate it all. This has been another episode of You Think You Know with your co-host, Alvin.
And your co-host, Chandler.
Good night, everybody. Peace.